Welcome to the third Mastermind 9-Day Detox. Let's get going. We got a lot of information today, and it is definitely, some of it's going to be advanced. Don't worry if you don't get it all. When I was preparing this, I was thinking, oh, geez, this is getting a little cray-cray, but I really wanted to give you just the snippets of ideas. It may not be something you utilize this week or next, but hopefully it'll be something that you're able to utilize in the next month or so. By the way, Diane, you did an amazing job on the call tonight. That was awesome. We did a three-way call. She did an awesome job. Probably going to get her and her friend started this week. And it looks like Diane will be consultant before she even gets her brown box. So that's our goal for today, which is very exciting. All right. Actually, lots of exciting things. What are we going to learn? Again, this is just the Cliff Notes. This is not going to substitute for going to an event. I want to make that really clear. You'll learn more in an event in 3 days than you will in, several sessions of this. We're going to go over where to find info on network marketing skills and personal development and growth, nutritional films. At the end, we'll talk about buffer.com. We're going to talk about, Joel's going to do a training on friends versus public on Facebook and how to use the work hard, play hard thread a little bit more in detail, because we want you to be able to explain that to your associates as well, that they might want to share. So it's important that you really grasp that, and there are some common things that we mess up on. The transformational page is going to be introduced today. We'll go over that. We do have a YouTube channel. There's also going to be information on the specialized Facebook groups that we have that some of you may not be aware of, even some of you who are kind of higher up there already. Welcome, welcome. Launch parties, setting up a three-way chat. We added some information on the site. I'm going to go over that, and we're going to go over the Eric Worre steps, 4x4 everyday steps to grow your business, organizational skills, and getting to an event, very important, and then setting up a three-way call, and there's opportunities to learn how to use our screen share. So, first of all, we know Kathy and Jim and Eric Hoover are amazing, and they are our ambassadors, along with Jim Anderson, who is our master formulator. And our vision is to impact world health and free people from financial and physical pain, and in the process, create the largest health and wellness company in the world. We have to at least congratulate Casey. Yesterday, she became this is my cousin Casey who introduced me to the program, $750,000 Earners Club. That means she has earned $750,000 in Isagenix in 4 years. Now, I can tell you the way network marketing starts, as I told you, it's kind of like an uphill battle until you get it rolling downhill. So most of that was made in the last 2 years, which is super incredible. I just want to remind everybody that success leaves clues. We want to do what they do. And I have streamlined everything Casey has ever taught me into these webinars. So I hope this is going to work. I know it's going to work for you, and if you do implement them. I wanted to concentrate one more time, take a deep breath. Yes is a world. No does not mean never. No means not right now. And continue to work hard, play hard. So many people had just expressed interest in the very beginning. They never decided it wasn't for them, they thought, and then 2 years later, a year and a half later, they decide yes. So I've seen that myself. It's important just to bullet point. We've been going so fast, so I do want to bullet point some of the things that we've learned. So if you have your notebooks, really write these things down, because this isn't like college where I'm going to give you notes. You've got to take your own, all right? Facebook posts, 10-4-1. There's been a little revision to this because I went through my notes. 15 times a week you do want to post. 4 of them should be transformational or health-related, or posts that are related somehow to your cleansing. 1 of them should be a business post. So I misinformed you if you were paying attention. Maybe I haven't been pushing it as hard either. So it's actually, the Isagenix recommends 10-4-1, 10 posts of whatever, 4 posts of transformation or Isagenix type nutritional cleansing posts, and then 1 post about the business. So if you're a consultant, if you've made a couple $100, if you've gotten your products paid for, that's the time to shout it out. And that was very uncomfortable for me. So please understand, I get that. If it is uncomfortable for you, just talk to me privately. I'll help you out. Remember to keep it short and sweet on Facebook. Be in a hurry. And when they are interested, put them into the Facebook groups. To have it all in the 9-Day Detox. If I, then you. If I send you a 5-minute video, when would you be able to watch it? And then send them to video. That's the number 2. Get a tool. Number 3, get on the phone. Don't keep that conversation going on Facebook, okay? And a 3-way call is awesome, and we're going to go over that today as well. Take your products in public. I keep that Cleanse for Life bottle all day, all night. All day, all night. Sign up. Everyone is an associate on auto ship because they get the deepest discounts, they get the opportunity to get referrals, and you get the best compensation. And your ISA homework was to, well, we just hope you did that. All right, summary on Mastermind 2 was to post on Facebook, because a lot of people aren't doing that part yet. And if you're not doing that, then yes, of course, you're not going to have that much success. And the Have It All threads, we've also added a thread, Work Hard, Play Hard thread. We'll go over that. You also need to comment. Well, you don't need to. I would love it if you did support everybody and comment on everyone's posts, because the comments help a lot more than the likes for the Facebook algorithm to keep it up higher in the news feed so that you're getting your message out to more people. And then again, number 1, put them in the Facebook groups. Add a welcome post, welcome them to the group. Add a value post, we'll talk about that. Send the video in the form of If I, Then You. Get on the phone. Then they're going to ask how much it is. So at that point, you want to make sure you're assessing their goals. Share your 30-second story. We went over that last week. Ask them what they spend on food a day. That's something new that has been really working very well for me, so that they have come up with a number. And then I explain all the systems by day pricing. And I take the order and set everybody up as associates on AutoShip. Know your site. Know your website. This site, it couldn't be more comprehensive. I tell you, I know everyone has their own ideas, and I absolutely applaud. I want you to go out and do your own thing. But before you create something new, copy first. And this has been the most duplicatable site that we've come up with. So I want you to know your tools, which is your website, 9daydetox.net. The Getting Started page is the most important. We added a step I'm going to show you in a second. The Start Sharing page is super important, and don't be afraid to share that with your associates that might want to get their products paid for. If they have a great product experience, you should absolutely ask them if they'd like to learn how to get their products paid for, and send them to that page and say, just watch this video and go through as much as you have time for. You would be shocked. A lot of people run with it, and you never know who that's going to be. Don't prejudge people, please, because I've had people that are so skilled for this, I mean, and they are in such a good position in Isagenix, but they just don't get it. So please don't prejudge. And people I never would have thought would have done this are just killing it. So it's awesome. The network marketing skills are very important. You can get a lot out of what I'm telling you, but if you don't put a few hours in a week and actually watching videos and reading books, you're not going to be successful for very long. Personal development and growth, same story there. And the nutritional films on our site are amazing. So let's just look very quickly at where to find those things. I really hope you've gone through this, but once again, we've got the 9daydetox.net site. I'm just on the site where the video is that I send everybody. And we've got the network marketing skills is right down here. This is mobile friendly too. Network marketing skills, Joel has done an incredible job putting together a few incredible network marketing videos that he has found super success with. So if you haven't done the GoPro one yet, oh boy, please do that one. But these are all amazing. So when you have time, check it out. It is well worth your time. And to have all these resources right here is actually something that I never had. So I hope that you will take advantage of that, because it really will help propel your business. The personal development and growth is here too, and you know, Joel and I are doing the Think and Grow Rich one. It's 100 years old almost, and it is actually the most timeless thing I've ever read. So if you want some really good life skills and how to not just do with Isagenix, but with all things in your life, you need to have some sort of game plan. You got to have a game plan, and I'm telling you, I don't know whose parents taught them how to be rich and happy, but not most of us didn't, and I don't think most of them are. So these are really great skills to help you out in learning how to do that. So that's very important as well. I also want to go over the Getting Started page. This is the page, of course, that you're sending all of your new associates. Even if you don't think they need it all, I promise you with duplication, this is the only way to grow your business, is to have something duplicatable. So you can't be the star and be able to explain every little thing all the time. You have to give them a resource that they can get information that they need very easily. I tell everyone they have ISA homework. It's 20 minutes after they sign up. They have a 20-minute ISA homework, and I ask them if they're going to do that or they attend, because if they're not, I really don't want to work with them, because otherwise I end up spending way too much time explaining what's on here. It's 7 steps. I say, please, just do the steps. We have added a step, step 4. I think you're going to love it. It's the Deep Cleansing Calendar Guidelines. Now, I'm sure you all had some questions, and it's very kind of hard to explain, and with the one that they get now, I find that people a lot of times do one-day cleanses because that's what they see on the calendar. So I found this old one, and I also put in all the information that I give people on the right-hand side. So I think this is going to be excellent for duplication. I think you're going to find this to be super helpful in your business. So that's very exciting. Thank you, honey. We are also doing something with the food guides, a little bit something new I think you're going to love. So check that out tomorrow. Of course, everything else is the same. The back office tour is still there. We have also added one of our, and I go through every single site with them on their back office tour and intro call. So after I take their order and I send them the ISA homework, the welcome email, I have set up a time with them to speak with them for about 45 minutes. And I go through every single one. And why do I do that? Because I will never get that hour back. They're only interested in the beginning. This is our channel. We've got a lot of great information here too, that resources that I think you're going to love. We might use that one on our next site revision. Anyway, I want you to be familiar with it. So that's what's going on there. We're always open to making improvements too. And of course, our Start Sharing page, which is super important. And please tell me you watched this. 2 weeks to Vegas. Woo! Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Honey, I can't believe it's 2 weeks. We've added one thing here as well, which is under the 3-way message lead to 3-way call is the organic 3-way call. This is going to be part of your homework this ISA week, is to listen to this 28-minute Lenny Evans organic 3-way call. It's going to help you because we haven't done many 3-way calls, and honest to God, the reason we haven't is mostly because I am super, super, super busy and I haven't been really available. But I need to make myself available to be there for you, and I am committing to you guys my time, and I will be there for 3-way calls. So you just need to learn how to organically ask, as I do know it can be a little uncomfortable at first. It was for me. But if you start someone on an organic 3-way call, then they will do it in an organic 3-way call when they help. And again, the way to grow your business is going to be for them to become consultants, okay? So that's a really big, that's something I didn't think about, to be honest with you, until just recently. So hopefully you get a big head start on me and do everything better than I did. All right, so let's move right along. Sharing on Facebook. Joel's going to jump in here at some point soon and give you the ins and outs. But open up your Facebook privacy settings. We talk about this a lot, but it's very important. Make sure your posts are all set to public, and you'll see that sometimes they default back to friends, which we don't realize, and it's kind of hard to check. So Joel's going to show you how. Make sure it's on the default. Once this is done, other Isagenix people from our groups and threads can support you. This is important because I'm still part of a very active thread that I can't add anyone else to because it's too full. It doesn't allow any more people. And there are some great leaders in there, and they will also comment on your post. So if I see that you need some love, I can copy your link, and we can put it. I can put it into that thread. So that's really important. It'll help you. You want to value that. Remember that experts say, and this is so true, people often require 6 to 12 exposures before taking any action. That doesn't mean they're going to decide to do a 30-day cleanse, but just to even say, oh, what's that? I actually think it's more than that, to be quite honest with you. For me, it's been more than that. All right, Joel, this is not the updated slide, so we're going to have to go a little bit off. You can erase the buffer.com, and I'm going to try and send the new version that I had, okay?
Okay,
all right.
And what would you like me to show them, buffer.com?
No, please do not teach them buffer. We talked about not doing that. This is not the updated slide.
Okay.
So.
Excellent. So what I'm going to show you briefly is in Facebook, we're going to go over basically the security settings, and what's important is your posts to see when your posts are public or private. Okay, so when you're making posts, if you want more than just your close friends to see the posts, you'll have to set your security settings. And we'll do that by clicking up here in the top right corner on this little arrow and going down to settings. And in settings, we want to go to followers and privacy. So under followers, we want this set to everybody who can follow me. And we also want follower comments and follower notifications set to everybody, and friends of friends are everybody. And under privacy, who can see my future posts? We want it set to public. And everyone. So those are the settings you want there. Public, excellent. So this way, when you go and make a post, let's go back to see a recent post. So when you make a post, you'll see that little box here that says public. You see the little globe icon. So who's going to see this? It's going to be set to public by default now. So when you make a post, everyone can see it. If not, it'll just be friends. And you can go in and change it after if it's set to friends by mistake. So, for example, here on this last post that Shelby made, it is set to
Can you set that to public?
friends, and then we're going to set it to public.
Thank you.
Yeah. Excellent. Now you can see by this little globe here, so on previous posts that you've made, if you go back and you see that they have the little people icon, then you know they're only set to friends. You want to click here and set it to public so more people can see it.
Okay,
right.
And did you show them how to copy and paste their link? So
Excellent.
Go to activity.
Excellent point. Okay, so for this link, let's see that we want to get extra traffic or extra comments and extra likes on this link.
I think you'll like this one, Mike.
So here's a good trick. So first thing to do is you want to like your own post. So boom. Now that I've liked my own post, it will appear in my activity log. So I'm going to go up here in the top right corner and choose activity log. Great. And then it's going to be listed here. As you can see, I like my own photo. And when you click on this, this particular link right here, the word photo, is a hyperlink. Great. Now it brings you to the Facebook URL for that post. So you go up in the address bar, you can highlight all this, copy.
And ask for love in our work hard, play hard, because I
That's right. All right. And go have
I would go to see all and then search work hard, play hard.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because I don't know when the last time
Where is the work?
So I would just write work hard up there.
And search for work.
Or just work. There we go.
And so now I'm going to say, can I have some love on
And if you're not in this thread, let me know. If you want to be in it, let me know.
And we paste the link in there.
Yeah, this is just our teams, but it'll help because I can paste, I can copy from there and put in our bigger have it all thread that's with the other leaders. So I can help you there. But it's a great trick because otherwise, if the way we used to be doing it, or at least I was doing it, was that if that particular picture wasn't the first one in my news feed, then you had a hard time finding it. So this is a great option. Can you explain how to do it on their cell phone as well? It's not too on the iPhone.
Yeah, on the iPhone, it's a little easier. Actually, this trick's a little easier because
I can't show you, but I
when
can
you
tell
go to post.
So I go to my Facebook post.
On the iPhone.
On the iPhone. I don't know how it is on the Android. Is it the same on the Android?
Yeah.
Same on Android?
Yeah.
So I go to my post. So I go to more on the right-hand bottom side, and then I hit my name, and then I scroll through my posts. and the one that I want help on, I look to the bottom right, and there's a share button, and I press the share button, and then it says copy link, and then I copy that link. So it's actually quite easy. Maybe we should take a video of doing that. If you want to see a video of that after this little seminar, then let me know. I also need to just go back to Hotmail because I want to get the updated version of, sorry, I guess I didn't save that last one correctly, but it'll just go a little bit better if I can get there fast. Otherwise, we can just use the other one. Updated, that's me. What's that about? Joel says I always do funny things to the computer from my energy. I think my vibration is so high that I break the computer. It does weird things. It really does. Just give us 30 seconds. Don't tune out. Don't tune out.
Yes, she's a tech support full-time.
I am. So I just want this one. What do I do?
Okay, it says no message sent, but there's...
The attachment. Okay. The attachment. Yes. Can we do that, or do we have to download it?
Yeah, look at the download.
And maybe make it 6 so we know. So. Okay. Almost there, people. So a celebration is coming up. We're still doing our little contest of who is going to get those free tickets, but I can't. It's going to be so exciting. Yes, honey, please do, because I think this one will be a little bit better. I had some last-minute changes to make that I guess I didn't save correctly. All right. Thank you, sweetheart. You're the best. This is why I married a computer doctor. There was no mistake. No. There was no mistake. Oh, boy, I tell you. All right, Joel's training. So we were here, transformational page. I wanted you to show them the transformational page as well. Can you do that really quickly?
Absolutely.
Okay, and I think...
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's good. I'll take it from
All right. Okay. So this is exciting. This is on our site.
Right, so this is on our site. So this will help you. It'll be easier for you to share because we have a testimonials link, a testimonials page, but this is more for when you're sending somebody to the site. You can send them to this link if they're looking to lose a lot of weight, because this video plays the 100, 200, 300 pound club video, and
they can scroll.
And they can scroll down to see.
They see this.
They see a few testimonials that we have here, and I'm hoping to put more and more people of our team on this page.
Monique's testimonial rocks too, and I saw your picture, your headshot, Mike. Oh my gosh, you look amazing.
Yeah, so that's what this page is used for, the testimonials page. It's more to send people there, and then we call them back and follow up. Now, if you're looking to share transformation, scroll all the way down to the bottom from any page on our site, so 9daydetox.net. Scroll all the way down. You click on transformations. I'm putting in transformations with descriptions in here. So far I think we have 40 or 50 that you can choose from.
Mike's in there.
Yep. So we scroll down. So there's Mike.
Now that's only one picture.
That's only one picture. But so there's two things. When you scroll through and you see someone that you relate to that you want to share their transformation, then you would click on the title. So here you can view, you can scroll through and view. There's 7 pages, so there's quite a few different people in here with their stories. And then I would click on Anne's transformation, for example, and takes me to the post, and there's these sharing links at the bottom. So you could share it on LinkedIn or share it on Facebook.
And just press Facebook so they see it. The picture is going to change, so you can't see the whole picture in this link, but when you share it, it will come up. So,
yeah.
you know.
And you would say, wow, this is, you know.
Yeah.
You could say whatever you want, this is amazing, and then post to Facebook.
Okay.
And that's it. So that makes it easier.
And it's set to public. Good job.
Set to public. I changed it. Your setting was, yeah.
Thank you.
I changed it with them live, so they saw what I did.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
So that's how you could quickly find a transformational post to share onto your Facebook page. And if we stick with our plan, it was to do, what, 4 times a week?
It's supposed to be 4 times a week for doing transformational posts. Mm-hmm. So that's a lot. And honestly, you can... that's easier to teach people, because that's what we're looking for, is duplication, right? So if you have anybody that wants to share, this is a great opportunity to share easily. So that is amazing, honey. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Okay, so slideshow and current slide. Okay, we're back at it. All right. There wasn't too many technical difficulties. That wasn't bad. All All right, move. Okay, so how the threads work, you know, the work hard, play hard thread, Joel just showed you. He asked for some love. The comments and likes pulls it up. I know I've said this a lot, but it is important to do welcome new people. And so I've seen a lot of welcomes in the 9-Day Detox net, but not too many people are saying welcome or giving any information. So we need to do that. All of us really want to do that because it's going to help build the whole team. Also, just to mention the value post, I get all my value posts, most of them, from isagenixhealth.net. If you look there, you will find that there's a ton of value posts. And also, just remember, if you're bringing a new person to our 9-Day Detox page, Facebook page, and you add them and then you welcome them, most people are not going back to that page to check it out. They're not scrolling through the page. The only time they're going to see anything from that page is if you post something, or if they're friends with me as well, then when I post something, they'll see it in their feed. But if you're not putting a value post, then it's very likely they may not be learning anything in that group unless they're going on their own. So that's really a very important part of Facebook algorithm that I did not understand. So, all right, specialized groups. Again, I know this is advanced stuff. You just take it in. If you want to throw some of it away, absolutely do that. If you find that it's going to be helpful for you, then that's going to be great. But there are some great groups. Remember to always add and welcome interested people. I said that about 1,000 times to 9-Day Detox and Have It All. But for more specialized info, we have the opportunity, the Have It All opportunity page. It's actually the business page. So if anyone's interested in the business, add them to that page. And if you're not in there, and obviously you are interested in the business, so you wouldn't be taking your time to do this, please let me know and I'll add you. It is hard to keep up. There's a Shake It Up page. It has info on all the shakes, the program comparisons, Advocare, Shakeology, etc., etc. It's superb information. I don't put people in that group unless they're already on the system and love it and all that stuff, but I'll go there for resources, and I'll show you that in a second. There's nutritional support survivors. Now, again, we never say that we are preventing or curing or diagnosing disease, but because, of course, the FDA would shut us down because, of course, the pill can only cure you of chemicals. Anyway, moving right along, remember that we have to stay compliant, but when you cleanse your body and then put the highest nutrition that's bioavailable in it that we have from Isagenix, the body does miraculous things. And we do have a whole bunch, thousands of people that are on chemo, that are surviving from chemo, that are dealing with cancer, that have had incredible success while on our system. Not that it's our system, it's their bodies, of course, that are doing the healing. But it's an amazing place and resource, especially for people you really care about that are going through these sensitive times. So I'm going to show you that. And then Isagenix Business and ISA Events. Now that's actually the Isagenix company business and ISA Events page. I definitely think you should be on that. And the celebration page, if you're going to celebration, make sure you're on that because we're going to communicate through that. Again, always add value posts so that people are seeing these posts come up. And do some daily rounds of likes and comments on people's posts from these groups, okay? So let's just quickly look at these groups that I'm talking about. I just want you to see them really quickly. Whoopsie. Oh, I'm here. Okay. All right. So we have the Have It All Dream Team. We know these two. Have It All Opportunity. This is the business page. So we have a lot of information about business and what we're doing in the business. You'll find that you'll learn a lot from other people too, not just me. I'm not a one-stop shop, but I'm trying to give it to you as succinct as possible. Here's the nutritional support page. Again, you have to be very, very careful to be compliant. If you have any questions, let me know. I know the person who's running this. She's amazing, Candace. She actually lives in Florida. Amazing woman I met. Just another amazing woman I met through this company. Shake It Up is the comparison and shakes, and you go to files first because this guy is overwhelmed really. But you go to files and read through, and you can find in alphabetical order all the shakes. You want to go kind of look through it all because some of it's just the shakes, and some of it's the actual systems. And there's some people out there that are like super knowledgeable about nutrition and nutrients and the highest quality, and they'll ask you about, actually Diane, the Pamela might ask about these things because she's very, very knowledgeable about having a certain palm kernel oil in something. And there are reasons that Isagenix does things. And I'll tell you, as a nutrition minor as well, I was a little skeptical. But what I've come to learn is it's the bioavailability of these things that really matters. And They're absolutely, Isagenix is always taking things to the top level, but they're not overdoing it with crazy unbioavailable. Bioavailability means it can't be used by the body. So anyway, there's some information on that that's very helpful for everybody. Then there's Isagenix Business and Isagenix Events. Those are actual Isagenix pages by Isagenix. So you'll get a lot of great information there too. So that is a fun thing. Let me know if you want to be on any of those pages. If you aren't already, I will be happy to add you to them. Just shoot me a message on Facebook. Sharing on Facebook, some post ideas. These are great ideas, honey. Motivational Monday posts. And you can find some quotes and memes as well on our blog. There's Transformational Tuesday posts. But really anything that sounds fun and exciting to you. And just another quick reminder that we want to just spend most of our time on Facebook reaching out, reconnecting with people, clicking and liking and sharing and commenting and replying. Joel wanted me to make sure I was clear about this. These happy birthday messages, I don't think I was clear last time. I don't put happy birthday on their wall. I send them a personal message. And I usually try to have a question in it, like, happy birthday, so any plans for the big day? Or, so how are the kids? So, you know, what are you doing for your birthday? Or anything, something that will get an interaction. And then I'll chat with them for a bit. I do not at that point go, oh, great, would you like to lose 20 pounds? I completely never talk about Isagenix, but I can tell you from doing that, I do that almost every day for about 10 minutes. From doing that, after the birthday conversation that we have, you know, since it's about their birthday, usually in about a week to 3 weeks, they will reach out to me because they've now talked to me and now they saw my post and they're like, oh, what is that again? You know, because we've chatted. It's like we've reconnected, you know. So it's very powerful stuff, man, very powerful stuff. Keen times to post are 7 to 9 a.m., 8 to 10 p.m. Weekend posts should be weekend fun. Don't be all like, Isagenix on a Friday night because we're out drinking. I don't know about you. Not this week, though, because we're doing a cleanse. We're doing our 9-day system. Anyway, Sunday night is a power post holiday. Power post is Sunday night. That's a really great time, about 6 to 9 p.m. because people are back home and they're all kind of looking at their Facebooks and they've had their fun for the weekend. If it's a holiday on a Monday, then move your Sunday night post to Monday night. Okay, so again, that's really finite stuff, but it's good info. Post about health, fitness, cleansing, recipes, documentaries, GMO news. If that resonates with you, that resonates with us. So it doesn't have to resonate with you, but you know, you got to post about stuff that people are going to feel like you're a little bit more knowledgeable and they can learn something from you. They want to learn something. You know, something should be valuable. So tell, then sell. You'll notice that people that like on certain comments and interests you'll know who they are. You can tell who like them, so you'll start to get an idea of who's really in tune with your mindset. And if you really need to reach out, which I have not had to do yet, people reach out to me so often, but if you do really need to reach out, that's a great place to start. All right, daily activities. We talked about posting fun stuff. One tip: stay away from racy, controversial, political, and religious posts. You know, if you're building the business, I have my opinions very strong as well, as I'm sure you do, for very important reasons, and I do try to get incredibly knowledgeable about things that are important in our world. But I can promise you, even if you're totally right, there's going to be 40% of the people that disagree with you, mostly for ignorance, or you know, bad information, or they're getting their information on Facebook memes, unfortunately. But it's been an interesting ride, especially lately with the crazy racial issues they've had and the political atmosphere right now with craziness with the president. I would truly recommend staying away from any of this on Facebook if you're trying to build your business, because people will stop liking you. They will. Whatever you say that isn't in alignment with their beliefs, they won't want to talk to you, never mind get information about your system. So this is obviously a personal thing, but as a professional, if you're building a business or even trying to get your products paid for, I would absolutely stay away from that. Never post anything negative. Don't be a Debbie Downer. And I tell you what, whoever's negative and they like your post and they love the drama, you don't want them on your team. You don't want them really around you, but it's not going to be good for you. So always positive on Facebook. Never mentioned Isagenix. You guys are also good about that, but you know, it's keeping them curious. It's not about hiding anything. It's that you want them to ask you. You know, why would they ask you if they know the answer? You know, that's just the simplest form. And I tell everyone that signs up on our back office intro call that exact thing. I'm like, oh, if you're excited about it, if you love it, I know you're going to want to go crazy, but just don't say Isagenix on Facebook, because they won't ask you anything. They're going to go online, buy a shake on eBay, and say your system didn't work. So you have to keep them curious, and you do have to make them curious too. Of course, don't answer the questions in the comments. How much is it? What is the program? You just say, oh, I'd love to tell you. I'll just private message you. And then, of course, you know the rules. We've already done it, 1, 2, 3. And don't worry about posting too much with our formula, because it's not even our formula. It's Isagenix formula. These people are successful. My cousin's she made $750,000 in 4 years in this company. That, you know, not to mention all the fun and amazing life she's lived through it. And I'm doing really well too, guys. If I didn't feel like I was ready to teach you everything, I wouldn't. But I am really feeling completely confident that I can take you guys to $1,000 months in no time. In fact, after celebration, we're going to talk about a fun system I'm going to have. I'm going to take 4 consultants to $1,000 months within 4 to 6 weeks. Anyway, okay, don't worry about posting too much. You'll have a few friends that'll go, oh, you're posting too much. Well, don't worry. If they love you, they'll stick around. Because honestly, they're only getting about a few exposures. So one of the things they say, Joel put together, I love this, the answer to every initial question is almost the same. I'd love to explain it all to you, but this 3-minute video does a much better job. If I send you a link, would you have 5 minutes to watch it? And then, of course, wait for their answer. So that's the basics. I'm not going to go over setting up a 3-way Facebook chat because I want to get through everything. But if you don't know how to do a 3-way Facebook chat, please just message me. I'll send you a video. Setting up a 3-way call. This is going to be part of your ISA homework. It's the magic of a third party. If you haven't done it, I know you don't understand it yet, but we had a great 3-way call. Diane and I just had, your job is to do the introduction. Just introduce me. So Diane did a great job at that. And remember that you're not the expert. You're introducing them to the expert. And edify, 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 meaning tell them, oh my gosh, you know, Shelby, she's my friend. I've known her for how many years? Whatever trust that you can build, whatever comes naturally. You can also tell them, of course, I'm an exercise physiologist. I've been in the industry for 24 years. I've never found anything better. My life was totally transformed by these products, and I've been sharing with my friends ever since. I've shared with almost 100 people now. And I've had incredible success with people's lives and their health, and it's just so exciting. But edify and then get off the line. Just mute your line and try not to interrupt. And Diane, you did a superb job today because she had actually listened to the podcast. Now, the podcast is now on our Start Sharing page. You know where that is. So your homework is going to be to go listen to that podcast. It's a 28-minute podcast. It'll help you understand what a 3-way call organically is. So you don't go, oh, I'm just going to have, you don't have to tell them, I'm going to get on a call with Shelby and you, okay? Because they'll always say no. So there is an art form to it. Organization is paramount. If you don't have a planner, get one. And I mean an old-fashioned planner. My cousin Casey has an old-fashioned planner, which she actually writes down. Of course, she has Google Docs and Google calendars and everything as well, but she has an actual written down planner. And again, follow the leaders. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. I have a planner. I need a planner. I have some stuff on my Google Calendar, but write stuff down. When you write stuff down, it's more powerful too. Thoughts might come to you, like what you want to concentrate on for posts next week. I have a whole booklet of that. Save posts to a folder on your computer. Try to get organized. If you need Google Drive, if you're mobile like I am, I'm on a ton of different computers all over the world. I need Google Drive. You can get it for a very cheap amount. Again, just ask us if you have questions. But categorize your folders right away because it's going to help your business grow quicker. I have a categorized folder of before and after photos, of promotionals, of recipes, of business info, of inspirational Facebook memes, of food knowledge. Also get a 3-ring binder. You're going to alphabetize your associates when they become so many you need to, but at least put your associates in there. I have the price sheet, by the way, in there. I go to that all the time. I should have listed that. I have my list of prospects, which I still haven't had to use because I haven't had time to even go through the list because of the fact that I have so many people are asking because of the right Facebook info I'm giving them. And I put Eric Worre 8 steps, which are going to remind us I'm going to review in just a second, and I put flyers, like when I didn't know what Crystal Manager was, when I didn't know what being a director meant, and when I didn't know what product introductory bonuses were, I just printed out all the flyers, and I put them in my full binder, and then I looked at them when I had a chance. All right, Eric Worre steps to go pro, and these are the steps that really resonated with me, and I hope you've listened to his audio or read his book. Be in a hurry. Glad I caught you. I don't have a lot of time, but I just wanted to go over a few things I thought you might like. Number 2, lead with a sincere compliment, and it has to be sincere. This is not about being fake. It's just about gearing your mind to thinking positive thoughts about someone before you even speak to them. And when we did the University in Action, which is one of our 4 core events, that was a big thing. Like, we had to practice going up to someone and thinking something sincerely pleasant about them and expressing that to them before we even had a conversation with them. It's a great tool, and it changes the whole vibe, man. It's just great. Make the invitation. You know, this is more of what he meant was one-on-one. You could talk to them, say, I found a great business opportunity, or I found this great weight loss program I want to tell you about. But really what our invitation is the Facebook post. We're posting before and afters, and that's the invitation for them to ask, okay? Number 4, when they ask, you know this, right? You're dead. You know this dead heat. It's if I would you, and send them the video. Make an appointment for a phone conversation. And then you want to confirm the phone conversation time, number 1. Confirm it again. I usually do the confirmation time the second time, the day of, or the day of. I usually text them a reminder. And then I get their phone number, of course, and then get off Facebook or get away from them because they're going to ask you more questions, and you really want to make sure that, you know, you're letting the video and everything do the work. So gotta run. 4x4 daily plan for success and business growth. I got this from Samantha, who's also a top earner. She's an amazing woman. She is just great at systems, and she built her business. Again, she was a stay-at-home mom. Anyone can do this. I want to remind you, Casey was a nurse. She wasn't into anything. In fact, she was kids with cancer. She didn't have a lot of networking going out anywhere, you know. And of course, as I told you, Samantha, she was a stay-at-home mom. Didn't do anything in health and fitness ever in her whole life, and she's like a top income earner. And she's an amazing person. So number 1, she says, find 4x4. So you're doing 4 things 4 times a day. And she also says, maybe you're not ready for this. If your business is, you're doing a lot, you're a mom, you have 2 jobs, whatever. Maybe it's a 1x4. Maybe you do 1 friend a day. But whatever it is to you, keep consistent, write it down. So the 4x4 is finding 4 new friends a day and adding them to Facebook. You can find them in meetup groups, in clubs, in fitness groups, in wine clubs. I don't care where you find these people. Get them on Facebook. Number 2, follow up with 4 prospects and clients a day. So that means, you know, if they watch the video or you sent them the video, they said they were going to watch it, they never got back to you, you can ask them once, hey, did you get a chance to watch that video? Chances are they didn't, but they're going to now. Or people who are on the system, hey, how you doing? How's it been going? I haven't talked to you in 30 days. Are you still loving it? Or if people are longtime users, I'm going to start doing this, was just thanking them for ordering with me. I have my cousin has been ordering with me for like a year and a half, and I want to just thank him for ordering with me, right? Number 3, ask 4 people to take a look a day. That's a lot. Maybe some of us with other jobs can't do that, but asking for people to take a look. So, just saying, hey, would you like to take a look at something, especially the business opportunity. If you've got big balls and you want to go business-wise the whole way, do it. I love it. The more people you ask about the business, the quicker your business is going to grow. I happen to get a little nervous about that until about a year in, which is why I'm growing a little slower, but I'm still growing. Number 4, stay in gratitude and happiness. Take 4 breaths and think of 4 things that you're grateful for each breath. This is a mindset. This is part of the network marketing. This is part of growth. This is part of important mind. We can't just get there by just doing a quick webinar. We have to do the work, okay? You've got to build on foundation, not sand. All right, launch parties are fun, and there's going to be a lot of talk about launch parties at Celebration. I have to tell you the truth. For those of you who know me, I'm all around the world all the time. I'm hardly in one place. I just know my neighbors pretty much. But most people, like you guys, are in a community. You've lived there. You know people. Launch parties are super effective. They're also super fun. Invite 50 people if you want 20 to show. I almost say invite 50 people if you want 10 to show. So you really need to do the work on inviting people. And please don't just Facebook people you haven't talked to in 7 years and be like, come to my party. And you have to start a conversation with them, get them on the phone, see how they're doing, get them on Facebook, see what they're up to, then lead into, oh, I would love for you to come to this. It's so great connecting with you. Call in favors to close friends. Tell them, hey, I know this isn't for you, but would you be there to support me so the room isn't empty? They will. This is another great way to the indirect approach, and Eric worries is, hey, you know, I have a 30-second story. I know you're totally not interested in this nutritional cleansing, but would you just listen to my 30-second story and give me your feedback? I'd really appreciate that. And then most of the time people are interested, and a few weeks later they go, well, I am interested. I don't call them, I wouldn't call it a launch party. I have done one. I called it a shake and shake party, and I taught dance fitness, and we shook our booties, and then we had shakes. So that was really fun. People have done wine and wellness, happy, healthy hour, tasting party. Combine your local strengths. If you have people in your area that are doing Isagenix, even if they're not part of your team, that's fine. I met people, again, meeting people at events is so important. I met people from Boca. I didn't know anyone here, but these people from Boca are on a totally different team. They have a great house. They have parties. They have people. I met so many nice people I'm friends with now from that, and we had a great launch party together. So, you know, you can combine your strengths. How to do a launch party, there is actual, you need to follow a list. Don't just try to jimmy your own thing. Either buy the launch kit or at least go and find the directions on how to do it. And tonight there's a 9 p.m. virtual Facebook launch party, so we're going to be doing that at 9 o'clock. I've invited most of you. If you are able to go and didn't get an invite, it's not because it's just because I was doing it as quick as I could in between something else, so I apologize. But I'm happy to invite you. Just send me an email saying you haven't gotten invited. It's under events. So get to an event. Isagenixevents.com is important. You need to figure out at least where the events are. Now, there's 4 core events. There's Isagenix University, University in Action. Those are 2 different ones. And those are, in my opinion, for the beginner, the most informative. I mean, they're just so skill-oriented. Then there's Celebration, which is coming up in 2 weeks, and NYKO. That's New Year's kickoff. These 4 events, you really have to get to at least one of them before you can really understand the company. And if you just go to isagenixevents.com, you're going to see, oh, okay, we're not going to do it now, but just you're going to see all the events, and you can check out where they are at. So I know some people can't leave, can't do the travel, whatever. Look what's in your area. Maybe there's a Super Saturday. That's actually an associate ran event, but get to it because it's going to help you. Everyone makes sacrifices to be there, man. Everyone does, and everyone benefits from it. I saw a woman breastfeeding the last event I was at. She was like a 3-day event. She took her infant. She was breastfeeding. She went to that damn event. She's changing her life. She has decided this is the way. That's not that uncommon. I see children there. We don't have any restrictions against children, by the way. I see toddlers there and kids there. It's obviously not ideal because you're dealing with the child, but you can do it. You can actually do it. And, you know, if we have a big team, I'd be happy to help out babysitting through events too, you know. So there's a lot of different options, but I'll tell you what, don't make too many excuses. I made excuses. The only reason I went is because Joel told me, you know, Shelby, your cousin's making 6 figures already, and she's been with the company 2 years. I'm sure you could learn something, and she's asking you to hang out with her friends at a awesome venue. You know, get there. And honestly, I wouldn't have gone unless he kind of pushed me that way, and that's what changed everything. So thank you, honey.
You're welcome, baby.
Awesome. All right. So one of the homework assignments is decide which events you can and will commit to, and let me know what it is. I want to know because that is very important. Advanced stuff, and we're not going to go over this, by the way, because we're done with our meeting, but buffer.com is automatically posting. Now, there's how to use buffer.com, but Joel will do private training upon request. Also, freeconferencecall.com, that's what we're using right now. It's an amazing place to do screen sharing, and you can call in and you can get them. It's free. So if you need help setting it up, again, Joel will do private training with you. But if you're going to build this business, you're going to have more than 2 people a week. It's so important to start combining your time. I always do every first call, the intro call, like, hey, how are you? Who are you? Fill me in. Fill me in. How can I help? You know, all that call and explaining all the price packs and everything. I do that total one-on-one. I never do that with anybody else, but unless I'm doing a 3-way call, of course, with someone who is interested. But that after that call and I get their order, then I say, okay, we need to do an intro call. So I want to go over all your ISO homework and a few more things. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me know. I'll send you a video of what I'm talking about, what an intro call is, because I go over a lot of things that can get them interested in the business, and they need to be educated about the auto ship and the BV a little bit. So just ask me for that video. But that's an amazing place. It truly is to get more people involved. So tonight I have a back office call with 2 people on it. Most of the time my back office calls have between 2 and 5 people on it because that's how many I'm signing up a week. And it makes my time so much more utilized so much smarter, and also it gets them excited because there's other people doing it. It's not just them. So a summary of Mastermind 3 was duplication is necessary for real success. So use and know your site, 9daydetox.net. It doesn't get any better than this in my professional and honest opinion, not just because my husband made it. Share more on Facebook. I'm going to share more on Facebook too, since I just reread my notes. Support welcome posts and with comments, please, if you can, if you have a second. I know if you don't have time, I totally get it. If you do, though, that would be great. Use work hard, play hard thread if you're in it, which you guys have been awesome about, by the way. Get organized, get those binders, get that planner, and do the 3-way chats on Facebook with me and do the 3-way calls. You will get so much more success, and it'll also teach your people how to do the same because they're not going to be experts. Most of you on this call are almost experts, in my opinion, but new people are not. So you want to make sure that they can duplicate what you're doing. That way you grow quicker. And then get your ass to an event. All right, ISA homework. Watch an organic 3-way call. It's on the Start Sharing page. So just go to the Start Sharing page. You should know where that is now. And get to an event, at least decide which one you'll be going to, and please let me know so I know that you're committed. Practice the 4x4 daily, which we had gone over, 4 times, 4 people a day, etc., and practice the Eric Worre 8 Steps to Go Pro. And that is the end. I was 5 minutes over. All right, any questions? I'm going to unmute you guys in just a second. And, as usual, I'm just so happy you're here, and I value your time so much. So thank you so much for being here, and I just want to help you grow, grow, grow. I love you guys. Okay, so all right, perfect. So I'm just going to go over a little bit more in depth rather than review too much of what we already did over the homework, but you can go ahead and ask me any questions. I'm happy to help. So the most important thing is just to know this site, 9daydetox.net. Okay, that's the site. I go back to this. My husband made this amazing site for us. He's so amazing. And really what it is after a year and a half of me a year of me on the system, I was trying to find a resource that had all of the vast amount of information that Isagenix has. And so this is the be all end all in my opinion. The most important part is the Getting Started tab up here, and you went through this one already.
Yeah.
How to do a shake day, one of the things we just added, which I think you're going to find very helpful, and you probably didn't have it on your when you were going through, is this step number 4. So this is the planner, okay? So everyone always asks me, how am I going to plan my 30 days? And the one you have in your hand, the white one, is a little different. It's all the same information. It's just explained a little differently. And I've put in, over the last year and a half, the planners that I think are the most easily to comprehend for the new cleanser. So I want you to, when you're done on this call, print this out as well and read this over. Because this is what I want you to follow, a 2-day back-to-back cleanse, but you don't have to do them in this order, okay? So if you read over here, it says it's just an example. We highly recommend you do 2 days cleansing because that's more fat loss. You can do your 2 days at any time in the 30 days, but you must start your system with at least 2 shake days before your first 2-day deep cleanse. So, for instance, I could do 7 days of shake days and then do 2 cleanse days here if I wanted to. So, if I was going to a wedding or something, I wouldn't plan my cleanse days on that day. You know what I mean? So you're going to look at your calendar. If you have some business meeting or some family function, or your cruise, of course, you're not going to, or not your cruise, but your family, you're getting together for a weekend for your family. So you're obviously going to work around that. You're going to have shake days, and don't worry about, you're not going to do a cleanse day. So, and not necessarily follow the shake days. We already talked about that, but you must have at least 5 shake days in between your cleanse days. So you'll see here there's 5 shake days, but I could do 10 shake days in between my 2 cleanse days. I just have to do at least 5. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, great. So for some people, they really want to hit it hard and lose as much weight as possible. They can do up to 6 deep cleanse days per month, but you would have to order an additional bottle of Cleanse for Life to do so because you only have enough for 4. For most people, Ronnie, in their first 30 days, 4 cleanse days is enough. You know, it's enough. Some people like to do more. I just want you to know in future you can, but you do not have to.
Okay.
For most effective weight loss, the night before a deep cleanse day, your last meal should be a shake. So on that day, like tomorrow I'm cleansing. So today my dinner is a shake. Most of the time I have a shake for breakfast, shake for lunch, and a meal for dinner. But because I'm cleansing tomorrow, I'm going to end my day with the shake. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, and that's optional for optimal results, but it's, it's just trying to give you all the best info. And then, of course, you definitely break your cleanse with a shake because your cells are all ready to absorb all those good nutrients. The serving size for the deep cleansing, and there's everyday cleansing, there's deep cleansing. You must go by the deep cleansing instructions, and those are on the Cleanse for Life container, so just read the back of that, okay?
Okay.
And this isn't for this 30 days, but for maybe next 30 days to overcome plateaus after or first month or second month. Or if you're having a plateau, just request information from me about the Bedtime Belly Buster. That's extra protein, and I'll explain more about that then. But, you have so much information to sort of to digest today that's enough. This is something I hope you already printed out, but this is a Shake Day, Cleanse Day planner. Now, there is one in that white booklet that you have. Again, it's a revised one. It says the same type of information, but it's truly not as easy for a new cleanser. So I have the old one. I have found much more success just for the first few days of getting through it if you just print a few of these out. The new one, you'll see it has a Shake Day, Cleanse Day planner, and I'll show it to you online as well so you know what I'm talking about. But it's just more general. So instead of saying, like right here on a cleanse day, it says early morning, check box, enjoy 1 deep cleanse serving. Okay, check. Take a natural accelerator. Check. Okay, drink your Ionics. Check. So it's easy for me as a new person just to go, okay, I did that. Whereas in the new Cleanse Day planner, they say drink Cleanse for Life 4 times a day. Have two accelerator caps morning and afternoon. So its verbiage is different, but I find people get a little bit more confused that way. So just, yeah, I mean, I've found 100% of the time people like this one better. Of course, you've read your symptoms to detox. If you have any symptoms, please let me know. And consider joining the IsaBody Challenge. I can't tell you how many people regret not doing it. It doesn't cost you anything to join. And if you finish it, which it is 16 weeks, but it doesn't, you don't have to finish it. If you finish it, great. You'll get $200 in free products. I never expected to finish it, but knowing that I could have $200 in free products, and my cousin told me how many people really regretted not doing it. I thought, I'll take 4 pictures and put it in there. It'll take me 10 minutes. So definitely want to do that. The back office tour, I'm going to go with you manually, but if you forget what I'm telling you, or if it gets a little complicated, just go ahead and re-watch this video when it's applicable.
Okay.
These are all very important sites, and I just want to go over them very quickly. Again, as I said, Isagenix is so vast, so really you can get overwhelmed. So I always come back here when I don't know where to go. ISA FYI is basically all the coupons, all the promos, anything that's happening that's new. This is all in ISA FYI. So I love that site because, well, I like discounts and coupons. Like one time they had buy 3 boxes of chocolates, get 1 free, and I was like, I'm all over that. Yeah. IsaMovie.com has all kinds of information on the healthy aging, which is telomere support, and a lot of people don't understand that. There's some really great information on athletes. If you have a friend that's an athlete, there's some information there. Energy, weight loss, and wealth creation. So there's tons of great information on the movie section. All just a few minutes. IsaProduct.com is somewhere I go if people ask me about any of the ingredients. There's a whole list. If they go, oh, my doctor has to look at stuff. Absolutely. Everything's all natural. Please go through anything you want. Everything's alphabetized and get all of your information there. I'm going to show you the Shake Day planner that we just talked about that you have. That's that white pamphlet, the simple guide. Yeah? Okay, great. I do want you to read this at bedtime or something just so you understand everything, because the more you understand, the more committed your mind is going to be, and you're going to really want to, you're going to want this like I want this for you. So do read this, but I was mentioning they have a Shake Day, Cleanse Day planner, and that's revised. So I just want you to be familiar with the differences so you're not confused. This is saying the same stuff, it's just saying it in a different way, okay? Again, should I cleanse 1 or 2 days? People seem to always miss this, but it says you can certainly cleanse 2 days back-to-back to maximize your weight loss results. And that's what we want to do most times, right? So I've found that this sample planner that they have has misled a lot of my friends, and they just do the 1 day. Even though I tell them to do 2 days, they do the 1 day because they're just following the planner. And I tell them, no, you're supposed to build your own planner, and this is where you build it. You build it at the bottom. This is your own, so you're going to build your own planner, okay? Shake Day, Cleanse Day. All right, and this is where you can take your measurements. You definitely want to take your measurements. There's a measuring tape in there because the scale absolutely is important, but, you know, especially for women, if you're gaining a little muscle and losing a lot of fat, you want to see those measurements. That's the most important part, you know. So that is what I want to tell you about that one. The conference calls. Listen, a lot of people don't have time, but if you have any time, these calls will keep you on track. They will keep you inspired. They will answer your questions. It's not all about Isagenix either. This is an Eastern Standard Time, by the way. Lenny Evans, Inspiration and Training, the product-based, Playing with the Pros. They have a lot of them that start at 9 p.m. Eastern Time to accommodate people on the West Coast. But, you know, just checking them out, they're all free, and you can get some really fun information that can really change how you perceive what you're doing, and you can listen to other people and how they're, you know, what kind of success they've had as well, which is so cool. This is isagenixevents.com. We're going to Celebration in August. It's in 2 weeks. It's the biggest event Isagenix has all year. They have several events, and some in your town. So just go ahead and look for search where, but they have them all over the place. They have them in California. They have them all over on the West Coast. So just check that out, because if you can get your butt to an event, I tell you, it'll change your whole life. You'll meet amazing people, and you'll just get so inspired to just get your goals so much quicker. It's not just about Isagenix. It's also about personal growth, you know, and focusing on what we can do to change our bad patterns and focus on our good patterns, because we all have bad patterns and hiccups in life. Nobody doesn't, okay? All right, isagenixhealth.net. If you're into the science, this is my favorite page. So you can, all the articles are scientifically based. We are a science-based company. But, you know, like I had someone ask me, like, well, can I use this if I have diabetes? So I just put diabetes in the search term, and I press enter. And, well, even that's exactly the question I asked, right? Should I use this if I have diabetes? They have all kinds of great information. Any questions you have, you can search. Of course, you can also just search the weight management, the healthy aging. The telomeres is really important stuff that's fun to learn. Energy, nutrient timing. It's just an absolutely great resource. So I like to tell everybody that I use that all the time. The podcast, you know, we listen, I don't know if you drive to work or whatnot, but, you know, these podcasts are so informative, and, you know, again, you get it in your brain, you're ready, these people are on a journey with you. They've all had amazing transformations, just like I have, and we just want you to have an amazing transformation too, because we know how great it feels. So instead of listening to the news, which is just scary, you can listen to a podcast. They're all free. Isagenixbusiness.com. If you end up loving the products and you want to tell your friends, you need to check out these areas, because it's going to help you share correctly. So that's where you go for that resource. And we even have click here to get your products paid for. This is as streamlined as I can make it. It is, you know, it's a new thing if you've not done sharing before, but at least watch this 10-minute video if you decide to share, because it'll help you do it the right way and not make all the mistakes that all of us made beforehand. I'm just trying to make sure you don't make all the mistakes the hard way that I did. That's my goal. Okay, and then, hold on, let me just get back to that link, getting started. Again, I just went back to getting started page, and on the very bottom, the Healthy Mind and Body. I want to tell you about this because I found this to be so influential. This is a program new from Isagenix, and again, as I told you, Isagenix isn't just about getting food and, you know, changing your food habits, and it's about changing your bad habits. And we, like I said, we all have them. We all have these hang-ups that whatever it's been from our past, from our family, from other people, from our bad habits, whatever it is, we need to identify them and change them in order to change for a long time instead of a small amount of time, okay? So this is an incredible, I did this, it's 60 days. Every day it's about 15 minutes. It's you know, a lot of times it's identifying some things that you've done repetitively in your life, and then it's refocusing on what things are going to help you to overcome that and focus your energy on the good stuff and break those bad habits. So if you're interested in really walking through this as a change of a lifestyle, this is 60 days long. It's $40, and then they give you $45 of free product at the end of the 60 days. And I was 12 days late, by the way. I finished it, but I had to go on a few events, and I wasn't able to do it. But I did mine 12 days late. They still gave me my $45. So in essence, if you're doing this for 60 days, you make $5 to do this. So it's quite hard to resist that it's an amazing value, and I really recommend it. And then this is our YouTube channel. I won't bother you with that right now. Okay, so the most important thing about what you want to know is how to do auto ship, how to shut it off, how to change it. And again, I just went to 9daydetox.net, went to the top, and there's an associate login page.
Okay.
The associate login page is where you need to go to get in your back office. Now, I had sent you your username and password. I believe I did Ronnie Ruiz, and then your password is Ronnie Ruiz with capital RR and 1. And so your back office will look like this. There's going to be a few videos up here that are also very helpful for you at the beginning. But most importantly, you just want to know about Manage Auto Ship. And the Manage Auto Ship is this orange button. And you can see I can change my auto ship by just going to the green Edit Auto Ship button. And you'll see this is what I'm ordering this month. It's about 122 BV. I always have at least 100 BV every 29 days in order to keep what they call active status. And I'll explain what that means just so you know. You don't have to, by the way, at all. This is not something you have to do. I just wanted to make sure you realize how you can benefit from it, or you actually lose out if you continue to do it. So, all right, next auto ship date. If I wanted to change my date, I would just calendar it out, and I would move it out. So you can move it out as far as you'd like. So you don't have to get it something every 29 days. But I do, because if I keep this number 122, that's the business volume. Everything has a point system. If I keep this number 122, then I accrue points, and those points turn into cash after I share with 2 people.
Okay.
And for me, I don't want to go too far into this because I don't even, you want to try the products, but I just want you to know, because this is usually the last time I talk this much with you because you guys get so busy. But I just want you to know, like last week, because of those points that I accrued, I cycled 12 times, and that means that I made about $600 just from cycling. So points turn into money if you share with a few people. And if you don't share for months, that's fine. You just keep building on those points. So if you're going to buy the products, it's better for you to stay on auto ship. You get 5% discount, and you get to accrue those points if you get your 100 BV every month. But if you don't want to do auto ship, that's absolutely fine too. You just call Isagenix and tell them you want to shut it off anytime. They will shut it off for you. So don't feel stressed about it or anything like that. And you always have to put something. I always put like a shake in there, so I think I have like a canister of shakes in there for you or something. I only put one thing in there just in case, by heaven's sake. But what you would have to do is you'd have to add a product to the auto ship, and because you only have one product in there, and say you wanted to buy more isoline bars, and so the Nutty Caramel cashews are temporarily out. Then you do add to cart. Okay, so add to cart means it's adding to my auto ship. Try once means it's just going to add this month. And then I go to proceed to checkout.
Okay.
And you'll see these red X's come up. So now I can take out whatever I'd like in there. Okay.
Okay.
So that's how you adjust it. And again, if you forget this, don't sweat it. Just watch that video and you'll be fine. It's just, I just want to try and go over it with you so you feel a little bit more comfortable. And then I just confirm auto ship. So that's how you change your auto ship. And of course, if that's, you can also call them and change your auto ship. You don't have to cancel your auto ship if you don't feel like doing this back there. They'll do it for you. You just have to call them. They'll bend over backwards for you, truly. I like to show people this just because you might get notification that there's people underneath you, and that's nothing that you're responsible for. Like right now, I have 840 members underneath me, but I've only signed up about 80 people, okay? So the reason I have so many is because other people are signing up people underneath me too. And I'm not responsible for them. They're responsible for them. But so there's going to be someone there probably this week. So you're here. I'm going to put someone in this spot because I'm still building this leg. Anything that they buy, if you're on auto ship, is all their points are going to go up your way too. So that way you can make more money when if you decide to share. So that's just something you need to know, so you're not worried. I don't want you to worry about it.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's go to let's see, my healthy mind and body. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Go back to 9-Day Detox. Whenever I don't know what to do, I go back there. I'm like, the site's amazing. That's right. I built it. I designed it. I like to. If anyone's interested, if they do want information, just three-way message me on Facebook, and then I usually ask them if they'd like to watch a video, and I send them to 9daydetox.net because the video is going to do much better informational session than anybody else can, and then they can check around. I mean, these testimonials are amazing. We have so many people, and this video will make you cry under testimony. What was that?
I said, "There's Jerry."
Yeah, Jerry, isn't he look great? Isn't that amazing? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, he's so loving it. And he says, he saves money every month because with $5 a meal when you buy the basic pack, and he bought a bigger pack at the beginning like you did, but then he does the basic pack after, and he's like, it's $5 a meal, Shelby. I can't even buy Burger King for that,
Yeah.
So it just worked out great for him. This video, I love this video. It's a 100-pound club. It's those that have lost 100, 200, 300 pounds.
Oh, wow, nice.
It will make you cry, but it is such a good video. But these are just testimonials. If people have any questions, they want to see some testimonials. These are all Isagenix people, and it's just a great area for people to check out. So that's why I sent them to this site. I'm like, just check it out. The quiz is great. Kind of gives you a lot of information about why our bodies get toxic. That's why I like the quiz so much. Not to say, oh, you're toxic, because actually it's not fixed. People ask me this all the time. It's not fixed. But like some people don't know that Teflon pans can add toxins to your body. Some people don't realize that drinking bottled water all the time, which I'm complete guilty of. But bottled water has some toxins in it too because of the bottles. It's best to have filtered water. But anyway, Isagenix in the news. I love this. If you want to just kind of know what our company's about, this is all third-party stuff. This is an ABC old interview when it first came out. I love it. It's amazing because you never hear people saying their success like this in weight loss, and they're like, oh my gosh, it really works. And the people are like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's so cool. And again, the getting started page is just so important for just any information for you, because that's where all the info is. And don't forget to just go over the 30-day deep cleanse calendar that we just added, because we just added it tonight. And that is it. What kind of questions do you have for me?
Okay, when I did look through all